So today's journaling is a pure art therapeutic journaling when you are lost in control of your emotion, when you feel that you don't know what you have to do, you don't know how to manage stuff. So I'm going to use alcohol ink and isopropyl alcohol here. So just by taking a brush, start spreading this alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, in a circle. Now there is a print on the back of my page, so that is visible. Make sure you take a thicker paper for this so that it doesn't tear and you enjoy the process more. So keep on doing this, and then whichever color attracts you, take that color alcohol ink and uh, just drop, put some drops on it. You can try to control the flow with the brush, but you'll notice that it's not that fun. Of course, you can set a boundary and keep on just adding some drops and allowing it to move here and there. So why do you want to do this? While you want to do the spreading in the area in the way that you want to do, you will notice that it doesn't always turn that way. This is exactly what is happening with the emotions. You want to control few things, but it doesn't happen the way you want to control it. And there are many things that we feel, we can see is wrong, but you just can't correct it. You want few things according to you, but you just don't get it. And all these expectations that are built up releases this emotion in us that we just feel out of control. While you keep on adding the alcohol and the ink in it, and while you keep on rotating, try to see what thoughts you get. Try to understand what, not exactly the story, but what kind of thoughts you are getting. Okay, how you're feeling about this mixing of alcohol inks. How is this non-controlled feeling making non-controlled manner of movement making you feel? You can keep on adding as many colors as you want. That is also absolutely fine. Try to listen to what your thoughts are telling you. Try to understand the manner in which your inner voice is talking to you while you merge all these colors into each other. For example, when I was doing this, I wanted to make it a proper circle, and so I was keep on adding, I kept on adding more and more alcohol so that it spreads, but it did not the way I wanted. So that is what I was feeling annoyed about. Fine. So how am I supposed to gather this? How am I supposed to see this? That okay, I tried to control something, and why I am not feeling good is because it did not turn out the way I want. So this basically will tell you that okay, you are doing, your expectation is high and which is not met, and that is the reason you are not happy about it. It has nothing to do with the things that are outside you. And this will try to change our vision about others, and it will try to blame us less by reducing our expectation or by setting the standards that we can meet and gradually raise them. Listen to your thoughts without any judgments. Don't give it a back answer of being right or wrong. It's okay. And you will feel good about it in a while. Let it dry. Take a thin pen and start drawing boundaries in it. We will try to make this blob of colors look beautiful. Try giving boundaries to all the places which is white yet. See if you can find some prominent shape. For example, if you can see here, I found an heart. You may find some prominent shape. Go ahead, do that. Try to find out all the lighter colors and try to give them proper boundaries. You can overlap the colors as well. So wherever the two colors are mixing or wherever the two shades are getting separated, mark it this way. You can go ahead and draw smaller compartments as well, like this. So if you see that, okay, my, here it's more lighter. So draw a small part there. If you see, I can see some other light shade here. Go ahead. Divide it. This is basically help you understand that you can compartmentalize your thoughts. It need not be mixed and merged everywhere. This will help you take care of it one thing at a time, helping you reduce your expectation level and meeting them step by step so that you don't feel overwhelmed. See what kind of thoughts you have. Not exactly what thoughts, but what kind of thoughts. For example, I understood that I found that my thoughts were about, they were more about blaming others for whatever I was feeling bad about or about my pain. However, it was my expectations about others which was high. So it was wrong. And then I found my thoughts, blaming myself. Right? So basically, I understood what was causing this emotion, which was not under my control. So see if you also can, if your mind gives you some thoughts like that, don't generate such thoughts. Just try to listen to your thoughts. See what they're telling you. Go ahead and see some shapes, once you finish writing. Like, see in this, I saw this prominent heart. So I will darken it a bit. Keep on doing, keep on finding if you see some other shapes as well. Turn the page. Now this thing looks like a mushroom to me. Go ahead, emphasize it with patterns. You can add dots, you can add lines. Fine, now this is your art therapy page. You can do whatever you want to. Keep in mind, you don't have to make it beautiful. Just keep on validating your thought. Sorry. So let's say if this looks like a mountain to me, I'm just going to draw it that way. Now I also saw a flowing river. This weird shape, I thought that this is a beak and a bird. I don't know which bird, and that's fine. Right, just because of that shape that I can see, I just felt like drawing a wing here and maybe two legs here. So go ahead and find 2 or 3 of such prominent shapes, whatever comes in your vision, and then take again your journal and write about it. So let's say a heart and a mushroom here. So how does it connect with you metaphorically? So heart for me is more about love, compassion, helping for upliftment and showing empathy. Mushroom to me is more towards health. Now everybody may see it in a different way. I see it as a 0-calorie food that connects with, asking my body, maybe is telling my mind, and my mind is telling my brain. Maybe it's coming out on my paper through art that I really need to take care of my health now. Let's say about this bird, describe it in more detail. Okay, so I can see that the bird is strong, it is tall, it is still, it's not moving, and it is looking behind. Think if it means something to you. Alright, so I think this means to me that this bird is moving ahead but has stopped because it's scared of something which is there, it thinks that it is there behind. Again, don't read too much deep into it. Just whatever thought comes in your mind, write it and leave it. So this one was like a mountain to me. Again, it's nice, tall, but a river is flowing through it and flooding out of the mountain is what I could see. After writing about the mountain, I also felt that it is more of a surfboard. A kind of one which is stuck behind the 2 stones which are ahead of it. What does it mean to me? I feel that, okay, I'm ready to surf, but the surfboard is not coming up. So give a couple of minutes of thoughts to it and write it down. Again, I would sincerely advise not to read too much deep into it. Just feel it as if it's like a storytelling competition, and write a nice, essay or some kind of nice episode about what you just drew. You can take this ahead till how much ever time you want, or you can stop whenever you feel like your exercise is almost over. If you want to talk in more depth about your drawing, about your work, feel free to connect with me. And I'm a non-clinical art therapist, so I can, help you think more about it. And also, I would advise not to judge for yourself or for others. Feel free to connect with me anytime and share your artwork with me. And also, you can feel free to ask any questions in the comment below. Do share this if you think that it can help with just healing to someone.